Good evening, everyone. I'm going to call the City Council Urban Affairs and Housing Committee to order. It is Thursday, October 13th. We have one item on our agenda. It is order number 1922-107-881I, which is a correction to what is written on the meeting posting. I talked to the city clerk's office and he posted a new agenda. It's the application for modification of special permit from attorney Brian Falk on behalf of VD Naturals LLC, doing business as Cosa Dispensary, to amend condition number 8 relative to the hours of operation for the adult use marijuana retail establishment located at 505 Boston Post Road West. So Attorney Falk is here if you would like to come into the well. We did have the public hearing on this. I did go through the draft special permit decision that we have, so I will note that on page 2, number 13, nobody spoke other than you for the public hearing, and nobody spoke in opposition. So we will be able to fill those in as zeros. I don't know if you have any comments quickly before we go through this. It's pretty straightforward, but.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yep, fairly straightforward. Modifying or proposed modification of the hours of operation of the dispensary known as COSA. Currently Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The change would be in hours Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. These hours are very close to what Garden Remedies extended hours were set to a little over a year ago, and comparable to a number of retail alcohol package stores in the city.
All right, so the decision for a special permit is pretty similar to what we've had in the past. It has all of the same language basically as what we've gone through before, and it does just specifically cite the deleting condition number 8. We did receive comments from all of the department heads with basically no comment, no concerns from all of them, in addition to the fact that nobody spoke. So I'm going to open it up to the committee members. Councilor Navin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Attorney Falk. Just the one question I had, I assume they're extending their hours because business is going well and they're looking to kind of ramp up a little bit more, which I think is great. You noted that they're almost the same as Garden Remedies. Garden Remedies are a little bit longer, I believe. They're open a little bit. Is there any reason why not to just go for something that matches Garden Remedies in case, you know, to save everybody the time and energy in the future if we've already greenlit those hours? Would the applicant be amenable to, you know, choosing their own hours of operation, of course, but giving them permission to do so that matches the other permits in the city?
I think they'd certainly be amenable to it. I don't know that they would use it. They thought this through and looked at what customer preferences and traffic was, and they thought these are, you know, more than sufficient. They may not even use all these hours, but I don't think they would have any objection to you know, further extension, further flexibility.
Yeah. Madam Chair, my opinion is if it can make it as uniform as possible regarding the hours for these establishments, I think it would make some sense.
I would agree. I know we had a quick conversation after the last meeting where we had the public hearing, and it makes perfect sense to me. As you said, they don't have to use it, but it prevents them from having to come back and do this process all over again to update it. If we just Garden Remedies with their amendment to their permit, their hours are Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday, 10 to 8. So that compares to what they're asking for Monday through Thursday, 10 to 9. So it would give them an hour earlier and an hour later, and then on Sunday, the hours would be the same. So is there, are you doing that in the form of a motion?
Yes, I would make a motion.
All right. Move to amend. I will second that, and then we can have further discussion. Councilor Landers, I saw your hand.
I think it's a good point. Of course, I had no objection to the hours here based on the fact that Garden Remedies, your package noise and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a retail type business now. We hear, we don't hear anything, which is good news. But I'd support that, Madam Chair, you know, if Councilor Sean here, come up with a pretty good idea. Is that all on yourself, Council?
Yeah, sure did. As the chair noted after a conversation with her as well. It was, yeah.
We would vote his amendment, that's the way it would be.
Yes, we would amend, and then this has to go to the solicitor to be put in, checked for final form, but I can report this out at the next council meeting, and then it could get put into play to be able to be on our agenda for the following meeting, so.
Well, I certainly support it, Madam Chair.
Any other comments, concerns? Councilor Wagner?
I support that as well, and better to keep it consistent and better to have it, right, wider range, they can use what they want, then, again, coming back doesn't make any sense to be asking for, say, an additional hour. Might as well do it right now.
Any further conversation? Councilor Brown?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since it's in Ward 4, which is my ward, I also just wanted to comment that I have no concerns about the additional hours, and I also agree with Councilor Navin that it would make sense to maybe match it so that you don't have to go through the process again if, things change with the business.
All right, so it's been moved and seconded, so what we would be doing is deleting condition number 8 in its entirety and inserting in its place hours. The maximum hours of operation of the use shall be Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. All those in favor, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. All those opposed? You're not going to vote, Councilor Brown? I'm sorry, you're just here because you're the ward councilor. Thank you. I'm forgetting that mine. You can vote later. All right. I forgot. All right. The motion carries. I think that is all that you asked for. So if there's a motion to adjourn, we're ready to go.
Do we have to, that does the amendment, don't we have to move to, then path to what, accept as amended?
Well, I guess we can move to present the decision as amended.
Okay. So if we don't have to vote on that separately, then I move to adjourn.
All those in favor of adjourning? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we are adjourned. Thank you for coming out on the